Hi there, and welcome back to the Story Ninja Storytelling Space. And I've remembered we have the second part of our sun egg to complete. So I remember where we left off. Squirrel had run down and taken a little bite out of the sun egg, or we'll find out it was the orange. And Chaffinch, a little bird, came down to find out what the fuss was all about. So listen, said Chaffinch, that isn't a sun egg. It's a kind of sun fruit called an orange. You see hundreds of them, so I hear, in the sunny countries where some of us fly during the winter. There are so many of them as there are cones in a fir tree, and they have a lovely yellow juice in them. Juice, did you say? Cried Larch, as he darted behind the yellow ball. He made a hole in the skin with his sharp pointed stick, put in his straw, and gave a good big. Oh, it is so good, he said, and he licked his lips. Nom, nom, nom. I've never tasted anything so delicious. What have you done? Shouted Cricket Root angrily. Larch quickly passed his straw to the old gnome so he could have a taste too. Then he got straws for all the others, and soon they were all standing around the great orange ball, enjoying the juice and saying, "Oh, how lovely!" Happy Frog had far less than anyone else because Larch tickled her ribs, and the juice went down the wrong way. When she had finished choking, she said, "Listen, little elf, you can eat free for a whole year if you'll let me have this juice barrel for my restaurant." At that moment, a huge black crow came flying past, flapping his wings and cawing loudly. Everyone was scared. Suddenly, he swooped down and snatched the orange in his claws and flew off with it to his nest. The baby crows opened their beaks wide, but the crow was far too greedy to let them have. He swallowed that orange with one gulp, but it stuck in his throat and almost choked him. Afterwards, his neck was so sore that it had to be bandaged all summer, and he couldn't caw again, which rather served him right. Or do we say, oh shame, poor crow? The little elf burst into tears when she saw the crow disappearing with her orange. "Oh, don't cry, little elf," said the missel thrush, and that's another little bird in the woods. "If you like, you can come with me this autumn to the sunny southern country where the ripe yellow oranges hang on trees. You are so light you could easily ride on my back." When she heard this, the elf's face lit up, and she danced all through the wood, singing, "I'm going to the land of the sun. I'm going to the land of the sun." When the autumn came, the elf did go south with the missel thrush. She ran about happily in the sunshine, and soon she was nearly as good friends with the butterflies there as she was with the ones in her own wood. Whenever she was hungry, she stuck a straw into a big orange, and she took a drink of fresh juice. But the lemons were far too sour, so she never drank them. So, if one day you find an orange that is just a bit dry, don't be too upset, because the elf has been drinking from it, and I'm sure you wouldn't mind if she had a sip or two of your juice. Although the elf loved the warm southern country, she would say to the sun nearly every day, "Sun, please hurry up and shine on the woods at home, so that the spring will be there again soon." Because when spring came, she was going back home with the missel thrush. She had promised to return because the wood anemones would not come out unless she was there to dance a welcome back sun dance. Cricket Root and Larch were longing to see her. Again and again they would see if the missel thrush had returned, and Cricket Root would say, "Ah, don't be silly. Of course the missel thrush won't come back in the middle of winter." But even when the snow was on the ground, he would look too, all the same. When at last the elf did come home, everyone was so pleased that they ran around her, laughing and turning somersaults. And how sweet! The dear friends were always looking out for Missel Thrush and Elf. But The whole story really began a long, long time before, when a small boy called Danny went looking for wild strawberries in the wood and dropped an orange out of his picnic bag. I hope you enjoyed the story of the sun egg as much as us. So see you next time, and bye for now.